Hey guys, it's Matt here from the Bull Call, and today we're going to take a look at Lcid. I think we finally have this bounce. We're going to finally see this breakthrough. We're going to see this, second shoulder. We're going to see a nice break out here. So yeah, let's get right into the video. But before we get into the video, guys, if you guys can just go quickly take 10 seconds out of your day, go down below, click that like and subscribe button, click that notification bell so you can stay up to date on all my latest posts. That would be wonderful. So let's get right back into the video. Alright, so let's pull up the 4-hour charts as we always do. If you take a look, we actually went up about 1.5% today, which is great. Obviously for the short term, I think that exactly what I'm showing here, right now with this, line, we're gonna bounce right here, and I think we're just gonna start mooning for the next week, guys. I think that we're gonna complete this inverse head and shoulders. Like I've been saying, it didn't have to, bounce the same area, so I didn't know if it was going to bounce here. It broke this trend line, that I had, so now it obviously just went down and broke that resistance that it had to go down further. But now we actually look like we have bounced pretty well off this low, which is good. And I think that finally we're going to see this almost V-shaped recovery to 30, which is good. So I might even load up on calls on Monday, just to see if we can see this nice move higher. I think that we totally will, but it's never guaranteed. So we got to be very careful when playing the options game. So, but yeah, I mean that's really the main focus on this video. LCID. Obviously, I don't think any new news has come out. I think we're still pretty set on deliveries coming out pretty soon. That's what we're waiting for mostly. But I mean, every day we're waiting for any news to come out about deliveries. But we'll see eventually some kind of deliveries, and Lucid Air finally hitting the road. But yeah, I mean, I'm gonna go check the news right now, and I'll come right back to you guys and see if there's anything that I can find within the last day or two. But yeah, so I'll be right back. Alright guys, so I did actually find this article. We'll just quickly go over it just because it seemed interesting to me. Obviously there's so many predictions out there. You can never really fully predict what will happen. As you look at Tesla, even today, people, some hedge funds say that Tesla's going to go to $300, or I think I've seen 50 on one hedge fund's price target to underperform the market. So it's so hard to figure out how well this company will do. It really just depends on individual investors like myself or anyone else that's investing that's not part of a hedge fund. All of us individual investors. It's really gonna depend if they have the backing from us for the next few years, and how well their productions actually go through and how much they can really get out. But so here it's called Wallet Investor sees the $120 level as a reachable target in the next 5 years. That's why I'm saying this stock, every share you own today, just add $100 on for the next 5 years, and that just is you're saying you're going to over 5x your money in the next 5 years. If obviously it's the whole reason it could be possible is because of how risky it is, and obviously you have to deal with these ups and down days of the EV market, saying one day we're up 1%, one day we're down 5%, one day we're up 6%, one day we're down 10%, and it just happens all the time. And it's not it's not unnormal. It's just trading. It's just how individual investors can really move this stock around because of how little hedge funds and this is more of a tradable stock, less than a buy and hold for the long term. Obviously I'm longer term, but there's a lot of short interest, not short as in bad short down interest. I'm talking about just short in general, like playing the trends of options. I'm talking about like short term trend. A lot of people playing the short term game of the up and down. So I mean, I think that's where all of the investors really lie right now, is playing the short term game. And obviously I'm personally saying that I could see this thing going to 100, 120, maybe even 200 at the best case scenario. And it really depends on if a group like Wall Street Bets really gets behind this and pushes this thing to the moon, just like Tesla. Tesla was the original meme stock back in 2020, and now look at it, being a full-on company, a full-fledged company. Obviously, it's different than the GameStops and AMCs. I think AMC is closer to the Tesla because AMC actually has a real business. Obviously GameStop does, but they don't make money. They really don't. GameStop is just one of those weird scenarios where you're saying, well, yeah, it's a great. You'd love to go to GameStop from time to time, but they just don't make money. So I mean, that thing is just not profitable, and it just doesn't even seem like it's even worth the $10 it was years ago. So, or about a year ago, before all this Wall Street Bets nonsense. But if they can push this thing high and higher. That's why I think that this thing can just, take off at some point. I think that there will be a crucial time around, the $40 to $50 level where hedge funds might try to get in. There's going to be a whole bunch of individual investors trying to get in. There's going to be a lot of flooding the market of buy orders that eventually this thing's going to almost short squeeze upwards. And I think the problem with that $60 level that we had almost half a year ago, I think that we're gonna almost just have to blow through this level right here. There was a lot of resistance at the 63, 60, about the $60 level. We'll just say that this is just pretty much the $60 level, and we have to just blow right through it. And I think that we will see something more of a a nice curve upwards, and I just want to see this thing finally start making some moves and really starting to deliver on all of these vehicles to people, and all of these reservations really start hitting the road. And we want to see them test these cars, because these cars are brand new. It's not like Tesla where they're gonna really make sure that these new cars that they're putting out are very good, or like Honda. That if they make a new car, a new whatever electric car, it's going to be tested well. Maybe it's not going to be your style, or maybe the style isn't the greatest, but it's going to be a quality car because they are a quality brand. And I think that's what they have to do. They have to get themselves out there so people know that they're a quality brand. They're not going to make a bad product. So I mean that's one of the most concerning parts, that I think people aren't reserving cars because anything new. Let's say a new phone company comes out. Are you going to switch from your Apple, your Samsung, your Huawei, whatever you have? You're probably not. It's more than likely, unless you know the company, unless you see someone having it. And that's the thing. If someone sees that Lucid Air on the road, they test drive it from their friend, they're going to like it. Or they can like it. And it's all about word of mouth, and that still is one of the most powerful things just to today. Just your eyes seeing the product in real life. It's just one of the most eye-catching things. But I mean, they have to just get out there, and that's the hardest thing, is they have to produce cars. And I know that there's delays, but the longer that they wait, the more chances for the Audis, the BMW, the Honda, any other company just to come in as fast as they can, because they have the facility. They might not have the technology to beat Lucid, but they have they have the facilities to create these cars as fast as they can, because they just want to get them out on the road, and they want to test them. Or not almost test them, but they want to test them. They want to see if the EV market is something that they want to get into. But yeah, I mean that's pretty much it for this video, guys. I know we went a little bit on a rampage about Lucid and pushing these cars out, but I really think that this is so important for us. We need to see these cars on the road. It has to be within the next 2 months, or else this stock and company may take a turn for the worse. I don't want to say that, but it's always a possibility, because the longer you wait, the more problems. I mean, it's just not good if you keep waiting. So, and that's pretty much it for this video, guys. So I'll see you in the next one. Peace out. I don't know why I clicked over there, but that's okay.